𝗪𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀
I and my dear friend and co-author Peter Gandy have come to the conclusion that it seems very unlikely, and it is much more plausible to treat the figure of Jesus as a allegorical myth in much the same way that most people would treat the myths of, say, Krishna, or in the West of Mithras or Osiris and Dionysus and all those other figures. And I think, as you kind of gestured towards, for various historical reasons, we treat this literally. Now, partly that's, there's people, of course, that treat the myth of Krishna literally. People treat these things literally. But what we've done with historical investigation now is we've been able to undercut that. This area is more difficult because, if I came online and said, look, we've looked into it and there really was no Dionysus, it would be like, yes. And you do exactly the same thing with the figure of Jesus, then it's suddenly really controversial. But essentially, if you imagine, this is the way that I started thinking about it when we first did our first book on it, which was 1999, actually, The Jesus Mysteries, was imagine that the huge numbers of Gospels were lost and have been recovered in the desert much more recently, in the last century. Imagine the 4 Gospels that were in the New Testament were also lost. So we had no idea about any of this. And then researchers discovered these Gospels, and I came on this program and said, yes, we found these stories of a man who's born of a virgin, who comes back from the dead and walks on water. And I don't think anyone would go, oh, that sounds like it's real. I think most people would go, oh, that sounds like a really interesting myth. I wonder what it means. And that's the place where where I've ended up going there. Yeah, it is what it sounds like.
Right.
But that's not to dismiss it, Will.
Okay.
Because it is a profound myth.